Next, number 2, we have cosine square 4x plus 3 cosine squared 2x minus 1 equals 0. So what is interesting here, what I would pay attention when I start solving equations like this. First of all, look here. This cosine has 4x, this cosine has 2x. So obviously either 4x I have to bring to the format of 2x, or 2x I have to bring to 4x, so we can do manipulations. At this point, I'm going to do cosine squared to x, use the formula. Okay, and what formula I'm going to use? 1 plus cosine alpha is equal to cosine squared alpha half. Okay, so what do we get from here? It's going to be cosine squared 4x plus 3 times, since I have here cosine square alpha half, which is this case, it's going to be 1 plus cosine, see here double angle, alpha half, and here we have double angle, so 2x will become 4x, yes? And we divide by 2, minus 1 equal 0. So from here, I'm bringing to common denominator, and it's going to be 2 cosine 4x, because I have to multiply and divide this one by 2, right? 2, I'm sorry. And this one, divide by 2 and multiply by 2. And then throw denominator out of window. Only in a case of equations when we have same denominator across the board, then we can drop that denominator. And that is equal to cosine square 4x plus 3 plus 3 cosine 4x. I might as well distribute it. 3 times 1 and 3 times cosine 4x. Yes, and minus 2 equals 0. Okay, so from here I'm going to combine like terms, 3 and negative 2, and I'm getting 2 cosine square 4x plus 3 cosine 4x and plus 1 equals 0. Look what we have. I have here square. Yes, here I have 1 degree, right? And available term, so it's quadratic equation. Let's do substitution at this point. Substitute cosine 4x. Substitute with a, for example. Okay, and we are going to get 2a squared plus 3a plus 1 is equal 0. Okay, so from here I'm going to use the formula of determinant. So when you can't FOIL it, we're going to use the following formula. Ax squared plus bx plus c is equal 0. From here, x12 is equal negative b plus minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Let's see what we have here. A, B, and C. So our A is gonna be 2. Our B is 3. and our C is 1. Yes? From here we have A12 is equal, I need negative b, which is going to be negative 3, plus minus square root of, square of b, it's going to be 9, right? Minus 4 times a times c. And divided by 2 times a, which is also 2. So we have 1 and 2, a1 and 2 is equal negative 3 plus minus 9 minus 8 over 4, and this is equal negative 3 plus minus 1 over 4. Therefore, a1 is going to be equal negative 1, and a2, one second, and a2 is going to be equal negative 1/2. Okay, so now let's bring back substitution. We substituted cosine 4x, right? That is equal a. Bringing back substitution, so cosine 4x is equal negative 1, and here cosine 4x is equal negative 1/2. So from here, 4x, when cosine is equal negative 1, in the point of pi, right? Negative 1 cosine is going to be, which is going to be equal pi and plus 360 again, right? We're going to have the same value, plus 2 pi n. And from here, x is going to be equal pi over 4 and plus pi n over 2. Let's do now cosine 4x equal negative 1/2. We are getting 4x is equal. So when it's equal negative 1/2, when we have 2 pi over 3. Cosine is equal negative 1/2 for angle 2 pi over 3 and plus again 360, right? Period. It's repeating. And from here, x is equal pi over 6, once you divide by 4, right? And then plus pi over 2 times n. Okay. And also 4x we can get, it can also be equal as 4 pi over 3, and again plus 2 pi n. We have two cases, 2 pi over 3 and 4 pi over 3. So from here we are getting x is equal pi over 3 and plus pi n over 2. So in our answer from here is pi over 4 plus pi over 2n, pi over 6 plus pi over 2n, and pi over 3 plus pi over 2n. That's it. See you again.